Hi Sandy, I want to make this video just to cover a few points. I think we're getting very close to the end now, so there's just a few issues you wanted asked. The first I'm going to ask you is, did I word this correctly? How we met by Frankie and Johnny, about Johnny by Frankie, about Frankie by Johnny. Will you just double check that, because I know it's hidden in an email, but just the amount, the sheer volume of emails between us, it just makes it nearly impossible now to find anything, because I can't do a search in any of my emails to find anything specific about you, because it just comes up with so many hits. So that's the first thing. Secondly is the hit counter. I am now on Frankie and Johnny as a user in a different. I'm in Safari here, just looking at it as a user, and I don't see anything. However, if I visit Frankie and Johnny, either as the administrator or as the person who owns it, I have the hit counter. Now, I had tried to look into getting a much better statistic counter on the site, but there's nothing there. There's nothing, absolutely nothing there. I'm surprised, you've had such and such hits or individual and whatever. This really just works on hits. So actually, I think if I refresh that page, that'll go up to 810. 810, and it's a very basic hit counter, but it's all I can find for WordPress. I've done a bit of research there on it. There's not much. I've never, to be honest with you, I've never been. You're the first person to ask me about it. Kind of a statistic thing, and it does make sense to have something like that, but in this situation, but unfortunately, there's nothing out there. Now, with regards videos, for example, I know these guys, they come up as featured, but they are actually downgraded to the basic package. So when I'm logged in and I go to look at the videos, I will get upgrade today to get videos on your profile. Similarly, if I have one gallery in and I am on the bottom thing, I will get upgrade today to submit more galleries, where if I'm upgraded, I don't get those messages. I'm able to put that in, and I'm able to put in videos. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that one up. Now, with regards the privacy settings of WordPress, where you don't want the search engine searching your site, if you go to the back end of WordPress in settings underneath reading, there's a box there, discourage search engines from indexing this site. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so that's on. That will help you on that one. Now, sorry, I just run down to this email. I think next we need to look at the gallery, isn't it? Yeah, the gallery. So the gallery for the home page, I've used the Slider Pro plugin. I don't know if I've used it with you before, but if you go to Slider Pro and Sliders, you will see all the. I think I only have one, actually. Yeah, so the front page slider. So if we edit that, it's very basic what I have done. I like Slider Pro. It's very easy for people to use. It's a great little product. It comes from Code Canyon. So there it is. There's the width 960, the height 200. That's what I currently have it set as. You want to change that? Go ahead, knock yourself out. And it's quite simple. That'll delete a slider. So it's fairly obvious in its things. It's something it does have, actually. I'm going to pop in there now. In the plugin options, I'm going to enable captions and inline HTML sections. If you need instructions for this slider, I thought it sent them off to you. I thought it sent off the documentation for the slider. Obviously not. So what I'll do is I'll organize getting an email of the document. I'll get a full copy of the zip file of Slider Pro out to you with the documentation in it. But just to show you some of the features of the slider. So, for example, if I edit this slider, now this computer's slowing down now because the heat is getting to it, and as well the video making doesn't help. But if I look at this, I pop a caption in on this slider. This on wrong computer. This is caption. ... We'll update that slider. And now I'll go to the front page. This is a caption. Okay, so there's lots of little features in that slider. It's a great homepage. Great homepage slider, I find. Just so easy to use, friendly, and not very heavy on CPU resources with the likes of Revo Slider. Okay, so that's the slider information. So currently set to 960. I think what was it 960 by 200, but you can change that, and it's in the slider. It's in the slider itself. It's in the top right there. There's the width and the height. Okay. Just let me pop down to this email here. It's on another screen, so you won't see what I'm up to. Where to find a hit counter, how to hide public view, size of images. Now, assuming adding text, adding and removing widgets is all typical WordPress stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what you mean by adding text. Sorry, I'll show you this email so it'll give you a refresher on what I'm talking about. If you look there, assume adding text, adding and removing widgets is all typical WordPress stuff. Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing there that I can explain better than there's a lot of great videos out there for WordPress, and my God, some people they dedicate themselves to making great videos about it. I think that's it. The hit counter, no follow, homepage slider. So get back to me there. I know I see another email in there for you from when I started making this video. I just see. Actually, I'll look at these emails while I'm talking to you. Frankie and Johnny, wouldn't it automatically take off the box shading of green and remove the feature banner? No, it doesn't. See that? Funny. I'm glad you asked. No, it doesn't. That's a great question actually. Let's look at this is a Premium Press thing. Okay, so there's videos about this on the Premium Press site. But I mean, I'll go through it with you. If we look at a listing, when you edit a listing as an administrator, you have access to everything individually. So where we're selling packages out the front, where you become featured if you buy package B, as an administrator, you can drop the package but keep it the featured text. It is of no, you remove all of that. So like as an administrator, all you do is in that box there, the featured text, you can change that to whatever you want, and you can remove it. If you remove that, it doesn't get the featured text. And then also, let's see, there's something to say, is a featured listing featured, yeah. And then, so you could remove the featured text and then still leave yes, so it would come up kind of above everything else. So, no is the answer. As an administrator, you can do whatever you want. When you're selling it out front, it's different. You have it set to automatically. The way the system works is that if you buy package B, you get the featured, you get this, you don't get that. Whereas the administrator, you can go through everything individually and turn it on and off. So that's to answer that question. And I'm just going to have a look in here. I know we have something else there. Yeah, I'm working on that. I've contacted a company I do work for in Canada, and they have a great SEO. So I'm waiting. They've been through a couple of SEO companies, and I'm waiting for them to get back to me, because they have spent big money on SEO in the last year, and they will let me know what they think is their best bang for the buck. So just bear with me on that. That's why I'm not jumping in on a recommendation, because I'm only going to recommend what I think is good based on people I know who have had a track record with it. I hope this video finds you well. I think we're very close to finishing. It would be great if we could get it wrapped up. I'm not going to hassle you for money, as I know we're all tight, so you might let me know what sort of time frame we're looking at getting a few quid in as well. That's great. Anything else, let me know. Talk to you. Bye-bye.